What's the date?
Today's March 5th.
March 5th. We're at Hillside Farm, which is going to be open for another season, using the Transplanter. Gabi painted it and did the plumbing. So
The plumbing goes from the actual wheels to the barrels, and it starts out with 3/4 inch fittings that I just found lying around, hose clamped to a piece of hose that didn't have any holes in it, and it's flexible enough so it doesn't kink, because I decided to actually put it through the frame instead of just zip tying it to the frame or something like that. It actually fits inside of those channels. The proprietary model has zip ties everywhere, just tying it on, but it kind of looks nice. And then it meets up with the 4 connection. There's a 4-way connection here, and at the bottom there's...
I'm gonna come around.
Okay. So at the bottom there's a plug, and that's just nice for emptying it out really quickly. And here's the 2 hoses. I only used 1 hose clamp. If we're under a lot of pressure, I would use 2, but it's a gravity fed system, so I'll just put 1 on. And then we have a ball valve, and this can be like turned facing that direction, and you have a handle going all the way through the machine so that someone sitting down on the seats can actually turn a handle, and it'll turn this ball valve on and off.
So how exactly will that work? You'll have a rod, and you'll spin the rod, and what will that do?
It'll be welded onto here.
Okay.
So it'll turn it up and down as you move a handle that's way over there.
So you'll have to move the handle up and down, or will there be another?
You'll move the handle rotationally.
Okay.
And it'll just spin and spin this point.
So you'll be spinning it like that over there.
Yeah.
And that'll somehow cause this?
Yeah, it just needs to be a 90-degree change.
So you have to have an elbow in there or something?
No.
Okay. Well,
it's hard to visualize because this is not facing the right direction.
Okay. Then above that, this connects into the...
There's a T-connection that leads to steel pipes that go into...
What is the
barrels.
dimension of this?
This is 3/4. All of it's 3/4.
Okay.
Fortunately.
That's nice.
I just kept with that because...
And this might actually be... Is this easy to take apart? To undo this?
You have to take it apart from here.
Okay.
Unless you totally
so if you were planning
one
on
of these pipes in one direction or the other, it's pretty difficult. So I start from here, and just because this doesn't rotate very well, if you wanted to take out this elbow, this is on it, making it difficult. So it kind of goes...
So if you wanted to use these barrels for different purposes, what would you use a different solution?
No,
we kind of figured...
just take it apart. It just takes like longer than an instant thing. If I
Okay.
had this on Quick Connects, that would be interesting, but I don't really see us using these barrels for other purposes.
Okay. And then had you thought about maybe tying the 2 top ones together so you could, and maybe setting an inlet valve up so that you could get these full 100% capacity?
From the top, maybe?
Yeah.
As need arises.
Okay.
And I think this should be enough.
Okay. Okay. Sure. So yeah, there's the... so you're thinking about doing another coat?
Yeah. With color.
And
there's about 2 to 3 coats of primer on this.
And we have to finish the seats.
Yeah. They need assembly, just some screws, and then welding that little bracket. And that's it.
Yeah, so that's just waiting on getting my welder working. Alright.